Okay, here we go. Number one. This time, remember, we're solving using substitution. So you can see that we do have something looking a little bit different. This time we have y actually telling us what the value is for y. Now, it's not a normal number, it's an expression, but we can still use that value to help us solve by substituting it into the bottom equation. So I'm going to take all of this right here, and I'm going to substitute it in for that y right there. Okay, now this is going to be your harder step, and then when you substitute your x value in, you'll see that it's a lot easier to solve for your x. But we got to get this part done. It's not that hard. Just got to remember, in this process, you're going to have to do some distributing. Okay, so now we're going to have negative 2x, because we're not doing anything with that there, minus 3. Now this is where we're going to put parentheses because we're substituting all that for the y, this expression. 6x minus 11 equals negative 7. Now, the important thing here is you got to remember that this negative 3 has to be distributed here, and then it also has to be distributed here. So let's do that. Negative 3 times 6. Well, there's one negative, so that's going to be a negative. 3 times 6 is 18. And you attach the x. Negative 3 times negative 11. Oop, that's two negatives. So that means that's a positive. 3 times 11 is 33. Equals negative 7 is still there. And negative 2x is here. Okay, now you see that you have an x value here and an x value here, and we're on the same side of the equation. When they're on the same side of the equation, you can bring these together. So you owed me $18. I let you borrow another 2, so now you owe me negative 20 plus 33 equals negative 7. Now you see, now we have an equation. So we draw our line. That's the opposite line. This says add 33 because we got to keep our x, we got to solve for that last. Okay? We're going to subtract 33. So I subtract 33, and these are both negatives, so that means we're going to add them. Negative, and then 7 plus 3 is 0. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So we get negative 40. This is gone because we took it to the other side. We bring this down, negative 20x. Just like before, how do we get rid of something that's attached to the x taking over the opposite line? Well, that's multiplication, so I'm going to divide. Divide by negative 20. X is going to equal, use your calculators, but once again, negative is going to be a positive, and that should be a positive 2. So that should be our value for our x. Now, all I'm going to do on this particular problem now is take this and plug it back in here, and that'll solve for my y. So y equals 6x minus 11. Take that 2 and plug it in there. Y equals 6 times 2 minus 11. Y equals, what's 6 times 2? 12 minus 11. What's 12 minus 11? 1. See, I told you the y is easy in this. You just got to make sure you solve your x value correct. Now, x and then y. Remember when you're solving, when you're getting a point. So take your x value, 2, and your y value, 1, and that's my answer.